Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing: single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in The Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we complete a bracket challenge to determine the best ABV Network nickname. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Tim Swyatt, Kathy Poole, and Darren McRoy.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
What's happening? Hey, y'all.
Hello. So, yes, we are going with the best ABV Network nickname. We've got a bracket challenge. I would say a rare bracket challenge these days. We don't do that a whole lot anymore. Should be fun. Pretty much everybody but Darren is on that. I'm trying to get Darwin going for him, and he didn't seem to like that. So we'll see. We'll see if it takes.
No, I just didn't respond. I didn't process that you were talking to me. I was like, oh, Tim Swyatt is a Darwin fan, I guess.
I always called every Darren I know Darwin at some point. It just seems right to me. So, yeah. So now it's on to you. So, yes. Swyatt on the set is more of a catchphrase, but I mean, I see a box in our store right now. It says Swyatt on the set. So, it's becoming a nickname.
That's how you know your nickname sticks. When I fill out the bag or whatever, if I write your nickname instead of your real name, you're now known by that.
Yeah,
I've arrived.
So, there you go. You have arrived. On that note, it is time to hand it over to Darren.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
Or Darwin.
Or Darwin, yes.
So, you guys are all Bourbon Daily veterans. You've been on tons of shows.
I've been on quite a show.
Is there a small talk that has stood out to all of you guys? Or what is your favorite small talk? You don't have to be as precise, but basically sum it up. I can go first just to give you guys some time to think.
All right. What's your favorite small talk?
It was not one that I was a part of because naturally mine are bad. So those are all thrown out. But the can you use shredded cheese instead of sliced cheese debate that got us the gym of Lenny hating sandwiches, and that went on for like 30 minutes.
That was gold. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
I go to bed and I think about it almost every night before I go to bed. That small talk, and it just puts a damn smile on my face.
Yeah, it's those crazy ones that end up being the good ones. Someone comes with a well-crafted one, it never quite works out how you think it's going to work out. So yeah. What other small talks?
I would go back to one when I brought up. This is one that I brought up myself. Of was there enough room on that board in Titanic for Jack to be on as well? And we've learned that Steve and I think Lenny was on there too. Never seen the movie Titanic.
Nope,
I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
But there was room for Jack on there, and she had her fling and she was done, and that was it. Mm-hmm. I think we had a pretty compelling debate that she was done with Jack, and that was going to happen no matter what, and she was going to live on and do her thing and go from there.
Yeah.
Certainly one way to break up.
Yeah, make sure he
just
dies.
Drown. I don't want to date you anymore.
Make sure he dies. Yeah.
No, there's no more room on this thing. Bullshit.
Yeah, there's no more room. Yeah. Okay, Kathy, is there a standout small talk for you?
That's hard. Because sometimes it's just like we're doing a mail it in. And they're all small talks.
It's all small talk, yeah.
I'm stumped.
Okay. All right. I mean, I can't think of one either, but so then I think, well, what do I remember? The only small talk I remember is, what if you had a third hand? What would you do?
That's a good one.
Which I think is one of our worst ones ever. But it sticks out. It sticks out. You remember it.
It's on the Hall of Fame. It might be on the Wall of Shame, but it's in the Hall of Fame.
It's made it there. So yes. So I'd say that. There's been some great, I think some of the great ones bring out my old man anger, but I can't remember what the small talks were or what I was angry about. I just, I would say just file that under, there's shows out there where I experience old man anger, some of it brought on by the small talk. But in lieu of being able to think of what those are, I have to go with small talk I actually remember, and that's third hand. So, McNew, do you have any?
So I don't remember any specifically either, because we do so many, but I do like the ones, like Darren said, the cheese sandwich thing, the ones that take on a life of their own, because that was never like, oh, Lenny hates sandwiches. We weren't talking about hating sandwiches.
Let's figure out a way to get this thing about Lenny hating sandwiches out. No, we didn't know till
so it turned into it's a whole little world, and I like the ones that do that. I can't think of any other examples off the top of my head, but I know there's been others. So the ones that do that, I absolutely love.
Right.
And we don't know what it is at the time that comes out, like whenever the show releases and then everybody's talking about it. Those are fun.
Yeah. At some point, we'll get big enough where we can get like a summer intern, and then it'll be one of those things where we'll create a database where you start putting together. It'll be like show name, small talk topic, anything notable in the show, and
Cork Pop winner.
Cork Pop winner, that'd be kind of cool.
Get the actual record of everyone.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
We did have ticks on a dinger. That made a t-shirt.
Yeah, it was an afternoon. We didn't say okay.
No, that was the one where we were.
That's like what McNew's talking about, where something manifests from that, and ticks on a dinger comes out.
Heidi's suburban bear. What should Heidi really be afraid of?
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah,
So that was a bracket challenge.
Yeah,
those two are incredible stuff they come up with.
That's
in their backyard.
When something comes and takes on its own life and it makes a t-shirt or a quote we keep quoting, I love those. I think they're so fun.
Yeah. So the Suburban Bears, that would be the small talk that'd
be the small talk
because it manifests something, ticks on a dinger. So there's real things you should be scared of, not Suburban Bears. Name one example of someone who's been mauled by one of those bears that's out in your backyard.
Suburban people are scarier.
Yeah. There's no one. There's not even an example of that. This doesn't happen. They're scared. They're out there. I get it. There are suburban bears, but they're not attacking people. They're not taking you down, dragging you out of the woods, and killing you and eating you.
I guess I could see it if you smell like a trash can or something, and they're like, "Oh, yummy."
Yeah. Trash. They like trash. Yeah.
There was one when we were talking about armadillos.
Oh, good. When I said I thought they were just dumb turtles.
Dumb turtles.
Dumb turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does seem McNew confusion. That would be another heading in our database. McNew confusion.
Sandcat.
The Egyptian sandcat. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
wash your sister sauce or whatever the hell.
No, because I can't say it. Yeah. I've never said it the same way twice in my life. I say it a different way every time.
I assume
preface things.
Things. Wisconsin came out of a small talk.
Yes, that came out of a. Yes.
It wasn't like a weird way to say Wisconsin. It was just Katie accidentally said it, and then everyone else just took off with it. Yeah, they just rolled with it, and that's what we talked about the rest of the show.
The whole Mail It In show was on that, and then Jabba the Hutt made an appearance on the Bourbon Daily.
Yeah,
and, it was the whole thing.
He was angry. Oh my God, let's talk about the topic.
Yeah. I think you guys made Wes go off the rails, and he's usually just so.
Oh, he was. Yes, that one was that's good listening.
It is. It's going to be part of our best of when we're in Key West. That's the only show I've lined up for best of. I got to come up with what are the other ones? That one's queued up. It's done. It's edited. The new introductions out there. That one's ready to go. But I don't know what else I'm going to do. So
the VIPness was this year. You just have to find that episode. That was a great episode.
VIPness.
VIPness.
Yeah, that would be relatively easy to do because there's a Phil Collin. He's not on a lot, so
yeah.
I still love, if you listen closely to that, when he said that, you guys all jumped on it, and then he says slowly, "Oh my God, what have I done?"
Right. He was right. It's not going away. We talk about VIP all the time.
What have I done?
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Yeah. I use that VIP-ness thing all the time now. And then there's people who think I'm screwing up, like I'll do it in front of strangers. They'll be talking about a VIP experience. I'll be like, that's a lot of VIP-ness. And they'll be laughing like, that guy just said VIP-ness. No, I'm trying to say that. So, yeah.
Well, Bag of Dicks came out of Small Talk and then became its own show.
Bag of Dicks.
Yeah. Yeah, it ended up being its own show. That's
that
the
was
ultimate
the sixth show night.
It spins off into its own show. Yes.
That was sixth show night.
That was a first, yes, where it spun off into its own show. So there you go. On that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Tim. We'll get him out of the way, and then we can play the game. So what do you got?
Exactly. I'm still working through my red line single barrel finished in vanilla brandy cask from the ABV Barrel Shop.
Nice. All right. Oh, it was audible. Tim actually has
it on the set as a round.
Yeah. There you go. And he's wearing a St. Louis University. Wonder what that shirt's going to end up costing him over the time the sun's there. That's an expensive sweatshirt right there. I get it.
This one was the cheap one on the roof.
Yeah. But then I'm talking about all the other expenses that go with proudly wearing a St. Louis University.
The kid had a lot of scholarships, so he's,
but you also have to live like
there's no such thing as free though. Yeah,
there is no such thing. Well, there's $9.99 a month, but then you get all the free music you want. Remember that.
Yes, I love that. Yes,
millennial math, baby.
Yeah, millennial math. It's $9.99 a month, and then your music's free. No, it's not. You're paying $10 a month.
That's right.
Yeah, you're break down the songs or however you want to do it. It's still costing you. No, it's not. It's $9.99 a month, and then it's free. Free music. Okay,
that's right, for $9.99 a month.
Yeah, I don't know how anything's not looked at that way. Your housing cost or whatever. I pay $2,000 a month, and then I live for free.
I live in my house for free, but I pay my mortgage for $2,000 a month. I drive my car for free as well, and I fill it up every week for $50.
Yeah, and then I drive around for free. So
that's right.
Yeah. All right, Kathy, what do you have?
I'm going to open up Square 6.
Okay.
I'm over here this time.
Okay. That's enough to take the lead. Pretty solid effort. It sounded like it could be beat, but it won't necessarily have to be beat. We'll see. Darren, what do you got?
I got some Hemingway rye.
Okay, good stuff. Okay. Kathy still has the lead. McNew, you're next.
I have some regular larceny.
Okay. Kathy still has the lead. I've got Traverse City Whiskey Barrel Proof, that cherry whiskey that they do. This is all the way from batch number 1. Batch 1.
Wow.
It's a collectible. So, here we go. Ooh. All right, I got it now. I don't know. It could be enough to win.
Was that from the one release they did, Steve, where you won the question?
Yes.
When you answered the question right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That goes all the way back to that.
That's awesome.
All the way back to that. Yep.
It was a stripping run and a distiller's run was the answer. Correct.
Yep.
Steve Glee from St. Louis, Missouri.
Glee. Yeah, so I won that. But I did not win that cork pop. Kathy got that. I think the cork pops were equal, but we're going to say the squeak that I had gives it the win to Kathy. So
cheers, KK.
Cheers. All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, it's going to be bracket challenge time. We're going to determine what is the best nickname on the ABV network. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we have a bracket challenge to determine the best nickname on the ABV Network.
Yes, we do. So here's the contenders. These are the nicknames. We've got McNew for, believe it or not, her first name is Stephanie McNew.
What?
Yeah, how about
Who?
that? How about
You have
that?
a first name?
She has a first name. Yeah, it's like Cher. Yeah. She just goes by one name. That's it. Or Elvis or whatever. All these celebrities that have one name. McNew's kind of like Bono. Elvira. Yeah. All right. Miss Becca Sue, of course, is Rebecca Neely. So,
one K no C's.
Yeah. Yes.
Three eyes.
Evan Nieders is in the Von Nieders name. I think that's a great name. Kathy Cool. This is not an ABV Network name. She came to us with the nickname KK, but it's a nice nickname. Katie Joyce is Katie Proof. And then we've got Tim Swyatt on the set. Della Fane, 6 Feet of Dynamite. And the shocking one, Tommy Cumberland. His nickname is Bo Cumberland. That's not his name in any way. It's not like that's his middle. No, that's just a nickname. Bo Cumberland. His full name is, I don't even know if he has a middle name. I think his name is just Tommy Cumberland. Not Thomas Cumberland, Tommy, which is hilarious.
He's by his mom.
Names their kid Tommy.
I would go by Bo too.
Yeah. Did they want him to forever be 6 years old? That's a little Tommy Cumberland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody really liked The Who.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I would always play that. Tommy, can you hear me? Every time. We used to have to room together when we were filming stuff. And I'm sure we'll be filming stuff again. And we'll have no budget and be rooming together soon. And that'll be played again. All right. This is how it's going to be matched up. Round 1 is going to be Miss Becca Sue versus Swyatt on the set. Then you got McNew versus KK. Then you got Bo versus Von Nieders. And finally, 6 Feet of Dynamite takes on Katie Proof. So that's our matchups. Round number 1, Darren, you're first. What is a better nickname, Miss Becca Sue or Swyatt on the set?
They're both fantastic, but this past weekend Becca got me fired, so I'm gonna have to go with Swyatt on the set.
Swyatt on the set. Yes, she got him fired. So there you go. All right, Swyatt on the set's up 1-0. Kathy, what do you think? What is a better nickname, Miss Becca Sue or Swyatt on the set?
I mean, it could only be worse if you put McNew against Miss Becca Sue in the first round. I am going to give Miss Becca Sue some love. I think it's really a nickname.
It is. People, we're saying, okay, she's married now. Is it going to be Mrs. Becca Sue? What are we doing? She's like, no, her on-air name, like any celebrity, they keep their nickname. It's a nickname. It's an on-air name. It doesn't necessarily have to tie in who you are. So yeah, it is truly a nickname, and it is tied it up. Tim, you're next. Miss Becca Sue or Swyatt on the set?
In the I'm trying to almost defend myself of not getting punched for not voting for Miss Becca Sue, but I hate to not vote for myself. So I can't throw myself under the bus yet. So I'm going to vote for myself.
Swyatt on the set has life in this game because he is leading 2-1. McNew, what do you think? Miss Becca Sue or Swyatt on the set?
So I'm going to say Swyatt on the set, but I'm not going to vote for myself either because it feels like a real name. I would never walk up and be like, hi, Rebecca. She's Becca. Like, that is her name. I don't think it's a nickname. I think that's just her name. So I'm going to go Swyatt on the set because it feels more like a nickname.
Swyatt on the set moves on, knocking off Miss Becca Sue. That's a shocker.
Wow.
That's a shocker.
That's like Duke losing in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Would not have happened had we gone to tiebreaker. I'll say that. Miss Becca Sue is iconic ABV Network nickname. McNew versus KK. McNew versus KK. Round number 2. KK, you're first. McNew or KK?
I'm not voting for myself. I'm going to vote for McNew.
McNew goes up 1-0. Tim, you're next. McNew or KK?
McNew, just to tie it up.
McNew has tied it up. McNew. McNew or KK?
So, same logic I had last time. People just call me McNew. They never walk up and say, hi, Stephanie. So it's just like a name now. KK is a nickname. Going KK.
Except for Luke Otero. You will always be Stephanie to Luke.
This is true. This is true. This is true. McNew or KK? I think this is obvious. I think McNew is a nickname. It's not a thing that she goes in her real life or life outside of the show. So I say that certainly falls under a nickname. It's not anything that she's ever gone by in her life other than via ABV Network. She famously says her brother went by the name McNew in like high school and stuff like that, but never her. And that is how she's known. I mean, that's how everybody refers to her with the exception of Luke. And I got to go McNew as the nickname. That means we're tied up. We're going to go to the tiebreaker. Darren, you're the tiebreaker. What's the better nickname on the ABV Network? McNew or KK?
I call KK all the time. It is every time she walks in, it's KK. Sometimes it's KK pop-ins, but that face is behind us now. But when I think nicknames, and I just learned the fact that her real name was Stephanie today, I'm going to go with McNew.
McNew, yeah. I mean, I hate to also say this. Can't we say Stephanie's a god-awful name?
Brutal.
Stephanie.
It's better with a PH and not an F.
Yeah, I have the PH. No, it's the girl form of Steve. Are you saying Steve's a terrible name, Steve?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Stephen is. Steve is not, though. Steve is a great name. If I could rename myself, I would have no middle. I'd be like Tommy Cumberland. I would just be Steve Akeley. That's it. Steve Akeley.
You wouldn't change it to Esteban just to make it like a man of mystery?
No.
Spanish form of Stephen?
Yeah, I know. I took Spanish class. I was Esteban in there, of course. You have to have a Spanish name. And
I would change my name to Fred, in case anyone was wondering.
Fred.
Not Darwin?
No, not Darwin. Fred.
I think Darwin would be good.
Yeah.
I think Fred. We had a Fred, and his name in Spanish class was Paco. So I think your name would be Paco.
I changed my Spanish name from Timoteo to Esteban, so my Spanish teacher called me Steve all the time. So I never could find you in the grade book. Why didn't you see a Steve in my class, but you're here? I said, because I couldn't stand Timoteo, so she called me a Stevie for short.
Stevie. Okay. All right. Moving on. Round number 3. Tim, you're going to be first. Bo or Von Nieters? What do you think is a better nickname? Bo or Von Nieters?
God, Von Nieters is spectacular. I was there for the origin show.
Yes.
That was something. And it's like it's a supervillain name. But how do you go through the world knowing your name is Tommy and you go by Bo? that is like the definition of a nickname.
Right.
I got to go with Bo.
Bo. That means Bo goes up 1-0. McNew, what do you think? Bo or Von Nieters?
This is hilarious because like his wife is so sweet. I love Heather. Can you imagine like going to get your marriage certificate? She's like, why the hell does it say Tommy? Who is Tommy, Bo?
Right. You believe that? Exactly.
Yeah.
But I like the Von Meter story. I was also there for it, and it does feel like a super villain, and he's the nicest guy in the world. So I like that he has a villain name. I'm going to go Von Neters.
Von Neters. Yeah, I'm gonna go Von Neters as well, just because it's an ABV Network original. Now, part of the rules wasn't like KK brought in her nickname from outside of the ABV Network, and Bo has too. But but I feel like an ABV Network original in Von Neters. So I'm gonna say Von Neters means he's up 2-1. Darren, what do you think, Bo or Von Neters?
I am gonna have to go with Mr. Von Neters because he is the only Gen 3 person on this list, and he has changed like everything. He made an Instagram account with Von Neters. He is 100% in.
It's true. I wonder he does that, and I wonder like what his family thinks. They're like, what the hell? Von
He
Neters?
didn't have an Instagram before. He literally made one so he could get the name Von Neters.
That very night, the night that we said that's your name now, he made it on that show.
Yes, like, oh my God, it's available. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's available. So yeah. So interesting. All right. That means we move on to round number 4. McNew, you're going to be first. 6 Feet of Dynamite or Katie Proof?
Man.
Better,
these are both really freaking good. I like them both. When Della comes on, call her Della. She's 6 Feet of Dynamite when she writes and when she's on Instagram, which is a phenomenal name. But we do call Katie Proof, so I'm going to go Katie Proof.
Katie Proof. Okay. I like the name 6 Feet of Dynamite. I think it's hilarious, and Della's awesome. And I'm going to tie this thing up. I'm going to give my vote to Della, a.k.a. 6 Feet of Dynamite. Darren?
You offended him so much he left.
Darwin has left the building.
Darwin has left the building, yeah. I guess, I don't know what we'll do now. We'll wait for him a little bit. Da, 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 da. And it'll always come in and be like, I guarantee you, okay, let's come up with the excuse. I think it's going to be my computer was dying, which it happens every week.
Yes.
Let's either plug that thing in beforehand or set up with your station where you're at with a plug so it can be plugged in as we go.
I'm starting to think this is a shtick.
Right.
This is a thing.
Yeah, this is the thing. So what do you, anybody else have something else they think he's going to come in and say happened? My electric went out.
He did say that one time.
Just computer problems. That could be another one. I'm having a computer. Zoom update. Zoom update.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zoom update happens before you log on, though.
I know, but Katie's
not for Darren. That happens during.
Yeah, during. They stop his meeting and be like, "You have to update now." I'm sorry, you're going to have to update this right now.
Yes.
We cannot continue this Zoom meeting until this is updated.
Yeah.
Maybe that third hand finally came in and he had other things to do. You never know. Priority.
Just a little. It's taking him a while. I think it might be. All right, here he goes. Let's see.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right. What happened, Darren?
Drum roll.
Apparently my computer died.
Yes.
And excuse
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, every week you have where your computer died. Can we do something to either get it plugged in while you're going there? Can we plug it? Charge it before you start?
No. Okay. Let me explain what happened this time.
Oh, God, yes.
I have a story. So I had it.
And now he's
frozen.
Plugged into the wall.
Yeah.
And I thought I had it plugged into my computer. But it was just sitting there on the table because I didn't have it plugged in those times. But this time I was like, I have it plugged into the wall. It's good. I didn't even check this side. And then I was like, wait, what's wrong? It's plugged in. And so I was like looking at the wall outlet. I went to see if I flipped a switch, like a breaker or something. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Doesn't it give you a warning as it's getting low? Doesn't your computer be like 10%
apparently it didn't this time?
What are you using? Like an Apple IIc?
What kind of computer do you have?
I have a MacBook Air.
That's what I use. It warns me. I know I'm about ready to die. It'll stop.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
Give him some slack. All those warning messages are hidden behind all the pop-ups that he's getting constantly from all those websites he's visiting.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like
that's why he must become Darwin.
Yeah,
he's Darwin.
All right. So Darwin, here's where we're at: 6 Feet of Dynamite versus Katie Proof. We're knotted up here, 1-1. It's your turn. Okay, Darren.
See,
I I'm going to go with 6 feet of dynamite.
It's so wonderful this reception that he has now that he's come back. So you may want to reboot again. And
favorite
I heard 6 feet of dynamite is what I heard.
Yes.
The episodes I've done with Don, and they'll be your butt.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We're gonna have some great shows for you today. And McNew's left to go poop.
Yes.
So yeah, we're just doing dynamite here.
Tim and I are just gonna handle this.
Yeah,
yes.
We'll
we got this covered. KK.
It'll be the three of us. I'll stick around too. All right, so
need a tiebreaker. So
here's where we're at. We believe that not Katie, 6 feet of dynamite got a vote there. So we're gonna say Della's up 2-1 to the best of our ability based on what we're dealing with here. Kathy, you're next.
I'm going with Katie Proof. I'm going to bring it back.
All right, that means we're going to a tiebreaker yet again, and it'll go to Tim as our tiebreaker. 6 feet of dynamite or Katie Proof.
Well, one will kill you and one will put you in jail. So this is real high stakes here.
Oh, yeah.
I got to go with 6 feet of dynamite.
6 feet of
dynamite. That is a nickname.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Delphine, congratulations.
Yep, there you go. 6 feet of dynamite moves on to the final four. That means our final four looks like this. Swide on the set will be taking on McNew. Von Nieters takes on 6 feet of dynamite. Round number 5. McNew is first. Swide on the set or McNew? What is the better nickname?
I don't like this one. I'm going to go Swide on the set, though.
Swide on the set. I mean, Swide on the set goes up 1-0. I think it's got to be McNew. I think it's got to be McNew. McNew, like I said, there are legit people who don't even know that what her first name is, and there still will be after this. It wasn't be like, well, we sit on the show. I mean, we do a lot of shows, but a lot of people miss some of our shows, so hard to believe. So yeah, so I'm going to tie this thing up. Swide on the set and McNew. It's tied up. Darren, you're next.
I am going to have to go with McNew.
McNew
again. Classic since day one. I started listening. So
all right. McNew is up 2-1. What do you think, Kathy?
I think that Swide on the set is a phrase, not necessarily a nickname. So I'm going with McNew.
That means McNew will be in the finale. All right, round number 6. Round number 6, last round here until we get to the finale. Round number 6, Darren is going to be first. Von Nieters or 6 feet of dynamite?
I'm going to have to stay with my boy Von Nieters. I think that's the name.
Von Nieters goes up 1-0. Kathy, what do you think? Von Nieters or 6 feet of dynamite?
I love the Von Nieters thing. I'm going with it.
Von Nieters goes up 2-0. Tim, what do you think? Von Nieters or 6 feet of dynamite?
Oh, this is an ABV nickname, and Von Nieters was origin storied here, and Delphine's going to know my address soon enough. We're going to close this out. Von Nieters.
Von Nieters.
Into the finals.
Von Nieters goes to the finale. So our final 2 looks like this. McNew versus Von Nieters. We're talking original, gangster, OG, part of the team. The longest tenured employee after myself is McNew. And then you got Von Nieters. So you got Von
This is really hard.
Round 7. Kathy,
and I'm first.
You're first. Yeah. McNew or Von Nieters? What's the better ABV Network nickname?
Let me pull up Flip a Coin on my phone.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to be fair. Gosh, McNew is McNew, and just in the ABV, and that's awesome.
Yes.
Von Nieters is a new guy. Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with my girl. Going McNew.
McNew goes up 1-0. Tim, what do you think?
No debate. McNew.
McNew. That means McNew is up 2-0 over Von Nieters. What do you think, McNew?
Yeah, and I haven't voted for myself this entire show. And for the longest time, I was McNew's sister all through high school. My brother had that name. But I love the villain origin story. I'm going to give Von Nieters some love again.
Von Nieters. What I like about our final 2 here, I gave both of these their nicknames. So these are both out of me here, and I got to say, McNew versus Von Nieters. Von Nieters is a great nickname, but McNew is the real deal. So it is without a doubt McNew, and she is our champion. Best. Yay! Nickname on the ABV network is McNew.
Oh, I'll take a win.
She'll take the win. She'll take the win. And
she's like, now that I'm done, we can all talk about me and how.
Now we can talk about me.
Oh my God, I like this show. This should be on the best of, Steve.
Now, if we end up seeing a Von Nieters swimsuit calendar being issued to drum up more support for his nickname and celebrity statuses, may change things over time. But no, McNew is what it is. She breaks the internet.
That's good. That's good.
Instead of swimsuits, it'll just be turtles posed.
Speedo riding a giant turtle, sitting on a turtle shell.
Yep.
So he's got it.
It's in the works.
Von Nieters.
I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of the Von Nieters one. I give a lot of people chances on the show. Like, come on the show, and then sometimes we just don't invite you back. But Von Nieters, I could see the gold there. Even though the first time he was on, he's a little stiff. His first time, if you go back and listen to his first series of shows, but I knew I have that eye. Now I don't necessarily have the eye where I can vet you out without even bringing you on. But I could tell Von Nieters is good, and he's really coming to his own. He's doing a great job. So
I think that Von first round of shows, I think there's one show he didn't even speak.
Yeah.
You know?
They can be tough to do. It is overwhelming, especially when you come in like he does.
Come in fresh,
yeah. He's fresh. He's a listener, and then you get all the people talking, and especially when you get the right group. I mean, they're, they're going to get what they want to say in the regulars, and if you're going to sit back and not figure out a way to insert yourself, they're going to be a lot of talking. So you might just be shaking your head yes at stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to be polite and not interrupt. I'm like, oh no, you got to tell us to shut the hell up and get in there. Like you gotta throw some elbows, right? Virtually, of course, but you gotta throw some elbows. You gotta work your way in for sure.
Every time before I talk now, I'm just gonna elbow the hell out of my mic. Oh, my turn.
Yeah, my turn. So, yes, Darren was solid. I don't know. I think Darren's great on the shows now, and but I think he's come in. But he was stronger than Von Nieters his first time, but he's really really good now. And of course, Tim was great from early on, and Kathy's gold, and McNew is the best there's ever been.
Kathy is the gold standard for new folks to look up to. That's how you roll.
I feel like we just got our our yearly performance review.
I was going to say, I feel like I had a performance review. I feel like I made expectations.
I'll be looking for that Christmas bonus on that review in the mail.
It'll be a $5 off at the ABV Barrel Shop gift card.
There you go. Nice.
I could use $5 off. I spend a lot of money there.
This is true. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Bourbon Adventures.
Yeah.
Also, 5 days a week at the ABV Tasting Shop.
What the hell?
Shop?
Dude,
where's the tasting shop?
You just overthink it.
Yeah.
Behind the tasting bar at the Barrel Shop.
There it is.
And I think we're going to get past. We're moving on to Kathy here. Past this place cost me a lot of money because I see her doing more deals at that ABV Barrel Shop tasting bar for her business, Ellipsis Marketing. Oh yeah. So I think all of a sudden it's gonna change on the debits and credits where she's.
That's the goal.
The money flow will be positive at this point.
Yeah.
So, she's doing a good job. She's locking in some big accounts. So we'll see.
Yes, I am.
Oh. All right, Kathy, you're next. Where can people find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at KKCastStrength. Or you can see me wheeling and dealing at the tasting bar at the ABV Barrel Shop.
Oh, Darren, did you take note there? At the ABV tasting whatnot shop. All right, Tim, how about you?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. We've talked about it a couple times here. A lot of great things going on. We bring a lot of people from the industry in, which is pretty cool. You never know who's going to just pop in. Sometimes that happens as well. Our regulars are awesome. People like Kathy sitting at the bar. Darren used to be at the bar all the time. So it's really a great place to hang out. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Fartins will have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
See you, everyone.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.